Strait of Malacca is a narrow stretch of water you can find between the Malay Peninsula and the Indonesian island of Sumatra. It has served as an important gateway between the Indian and Pacific Oceans for a lot of centuries. But did you know that Thailand was proposed a monumental project to build a shortcut that would go through this passageway entirely? This costly plan is known as the Thai Canal. Let's discuss how this mega project intends to reshape regional maritime dynamics. The importance of the Strait of Malacca. For us to understand the significance of Thailand's project, we first must understand the importance of the Strait of Malacca. This strait is the shortest sea route of ships traveling between East Asia and the rest of the world. The strait manages an astounding 90,000 vessels that pass through it yearly, making it one of the busiest waterways in the world. Moreover, these ships account for a mind-boggling 30% of global trade goods, with the value playing around $3 to $4 trillion each year. The economic value of this route is immeasurable, together with its strategic importance that extends beyond the countries surrounding it. Did you know that the United States is the one in charge of maintaining the military presence in the region, despite the fact that they are over 14,000 kilometers away? Yes, that's right. The US is the one responsible for ensuring the stability of the area and preventing any power from disturbing or dominating the area. While on the other hand, China, who as its maritime trade heavily relies on the strait, has also invested in strengthening its interest by establishing military bases constructed on artificial islands in the South China Sea. But the strait's significance also means it is vulnerable to potential failure in the global supply chain. The high volume of traffic leads to congestion, which results in increasing risk of navigation hazards and maritime collisions. This was reminded to us through the 2021 Suez Canal incident, which showed us how a single accident can automatically disrupt global trade. A similar event in the Strait of Malacca could have even more consequences. Previous proposals for a Thai Canal. Thailand's ambition to make an alternative trade route is nothing new. The concept of a canal at Kra Isthmus started centuries ago. Kra Isthmus is a narrow stretch of land connecting the Asian mainland and the Malay Peninsula. The first proposal was made under King Narai of Thailand during the 17th century. Unfortunately though, due to the lack of engineering capabilities at that time, it resulted in the project remaining a conceptual dream. Throughout the 17th and 18th centuries, there were numerous proposals put forward by French and British engineers, but surprisingly, none materialized. Then, in 1897, Thailand signed an agreement with the British Empire prohibiting the construction of any canals without the knowledge of the British Empire. This was done to help maintain Singapore's role as a major trading hub. British influence continued until Singapore's independence in 1965, followed by Thailand regaining the freedom to consider the project. The most concrete proposal came in 2005 from China with the goal of constructing, funding, and managing the canal. The proposal gained popularity, which resulted in China's signing a memorandum of understanding to build the proposed mega-project. The proposed Thai Canal is also known as the Kra Canal, which would span 128 kilometers long and connect the Andaman Sea to the Gulf of Thailand. The Kra Canal would reach 400 meters wide and 25 meters deep. Contrary to the Panama Canal, Kra Canal would be built entirely at sea level. This eliminates the need for an elaborate system of locks. The estimated calculation of cost for this project would be around $28 billion, with a possibility of finishing within a decade. The main benefit of this canal is to reduce the travel time and distance of shipping between the South China Sea and the Andaman Sea. The estimations suggest that the shortcut could save up to 3 days of sailing and reduce the distance by a minimum of 1,200 kilometers. While for the large oil tankers, this could be a chance to save up to $350,000 per trip. Thailand would also have the chance to achieve economic success through this canal. The mega project could transform the country into a global logistics hub just like Singapore. It would be a significant boost for the country's economy, producing job opportunities and encouraging investments, especially for the poorer southern provinces. China's involvement in the Thai Canal project is driven by strategic interests. As of this moment, over 2/3 of China's maritime trade volume sails through the Strait of Malacca, which the US and its allies take charge of monitoring. The Thai Canal would offer China an alternative route that can reduce its reliance on the strait and enhance their economic autonomy. However, it is important to know that the project also carries significant disadvantages and risks. One of the primary concerns is its societal and environmental impact. The construction of the canal would lead to 60,000 citizens losing their lands and homes, especially the local fishermen and farmers. And lastly, it would slowly destroy the vegetation around the area and affect marine life along the coast. Another big concern is that finishing this canal would divide Thailand physically. It could lead to a potential exacerbation of separatist movements in the southern provinces. These places have plenty of history connected to insurgency, and the constructed canal could offer a physical barrier that separates them from the rest of the country. This separation could also damage Thailand's relationships with neighboring nations like Singapore and Malaysia. Both of these countries are benefiting from the traffic volume on the Strait of Malacca, so if a sudden alternative canal appeared, it could cause economic tensions. In addition to this, the United States and India could also take this negatively due to China having the chance to acquire a strategic advantage in the region, which further complicates the geopolitical landscape. Behind the potential benefits, the Thai Canal project still faces increasing opposition over the past few years. Even China, which initially championed the canal project, has found alternative solutions to its strategic conflicts. Moreover, the China and Pakistan Economic Corridor gives a land-based route for China's energy imports, which could greatly reduce its dependence on the Strait of Malacca. Thailand's Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha announced in February 2018 that the Thai Canal was not the government's priority at all. The project consists of pending studies, and there are more critical issues that need to be addressed. Then, in September 2020, after numerous feasibility tests, the Thai government decided not to pursue the project. According to them, the canal would be too costly with a limited amount of benefits. Despite these setbacks, Thailand remains dedicated to enhancing connectivity between the Andaman Sea and the Gulf of Thailand. As an alternative to the canal, the government proposed the Land Bridge Mega Project. This project's goal is to connect the country's east and west to a series of infrastructural developments, including pipelines, highways, and even railroads. This project consists of the construction of 2 new deep-water ports located at Ranong and Chumpon. These points would act as entryways to global shipping and other sea transactions, but interestingly, the estimated value of the project would reach $28 billion. Yes, that's right, the same as the scrapped canal idea. Let's wait and see if Thailand will become one of the major logistic hubs globally in the future. Only time will tell. What's your view on all this? Was shifting to the road bridge a good idea? Share it with us in the comment section, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.